Hey everyone, Xdude 490 here, or Xdude 490 here, and welcome to my first review, my Xdude review, as I think I'm going to call them. So I had this channel around for quite a while, and I have a good 200 something subscribers, so I figured why not make some reviews. This is a review of Sonic Colors, an exclusive for the Nintendo Wii. And yeah, so my reviews are going to be of games that I feel are at least somewhat, or at least a little underrated. So let's start it off. So, Sonic Colors. By the way, this review is going to be similar to how I do my Let's Plays live commentary on my current channel, on my most active channel, my now Let's Play channel, Mr. X-Man 490. So yeah, in Sonic Colors, unlike the other Sonic games, is actually very good. As you can see, there are 6 main worlds in this game. These 6: the Tropical Resort, Sweet Mountain, the Starlight Carnival, Planet Wisp, and Aquarium Park, and the Asteroid Coaster. Now these areas, as you can see, every area has 3 acts, and in each act there are 8 red rings. I'm going to just start this, start showing you the mechanics of the gameplay. In 3D, you just hold forward to move Sonic, and as you can see, he just got some light blue wisps, which make him go extra fast. Now he just collected a red ring. I'll get to showing those a little later from now. As you can see, Sonic is definitely the fastest thing alive. Perhaps not the speed of sound, but he goes very fast indeed. Pretty much as fast as he did in Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed, which one could say is pretty much the game, this is a sequel to Sonic Unleashed, as the plot is very similar. Basically, Dr. Eggman is trying to destroy the world by capturing things of nature, this time these wisps, which are aliens, which essentially are the power-ups of this game. Now there you can see a red ring, which these red rings are rather difficult to find sometimes. They're often out of the way, in out-of-the-way places. And those out-of-the-way places make it harder for you to get things, like say the laser power, the laser wisp, which would let you get all these rings very quickly. So don't expect an S rank or an A rank in this level. Maybe an A rank. But yeah, the ranking system is basically after you finish a level, you depending on how many rings you have, which I just lost a bunch here. Similar to how it is in the old Sonic games, when you get hit by an enemy or something, you lose your rings and they get scattered around. So yeah, and also in the other 3D Sonic games, he goes on rails like that. He just went through a checkpoint there, nothing too surprising there. Here's this little button thing. Unlike in Unleashed, you can just press the A button. It's, rather simple. And there's a red ring up there. As you can tell, they're kind of hard to find. And sometimes at the end of levels, you'll find this sort of thing. You know, some wisps that are, you know, captured. So you release them to finish the level. In other levels, you have to get a goal ring. And at the end of levels, there's this, and in some of those scores, there's you know, extra lives, which are the, you know, that spinning square thing. So yeah, as you can see, there are 30 red rings for each world. The whole red ring concept, it's actually kind of similar to how it is in Sonic and the Secret Rings, because they contribute to this, the Sonic Simulator. You can play up to 2 players, and you can play as your Miis. And these levels, you can once you beat, well, you see, when you collect the red rings, you get to access more of these levels. And when you beat them all, you get the Chaos Emeralds. As you can see, these first 3 I've gotten the emeralds because they are shining up on the top row. Let's just start one of these up. So yeah, there are, let me think, there's like 21 of these levels, and then 3 dozen other, or 3 dozen main levels. Here's something, you know, explaining the whole deal with the laser power. Now these Sonic Simulator levels are fairly varied. Sometimes you'll be using wisps. Sometimes you'll be, and sometimes you'll be just running across the level, smashing into robots and such, going across loops, loop-de-loops. Yeah, that was a checkpoint, as you can see. And yeah, so that's essentially it with these levels. You know, with these 8-bit remixes of the main themes of the levels, or the acts, or the areas of the game. Each area has its you know, a few remixes of its actual first level's theme, such as you know, like there was this 8-bit theme, and Tropical Resort has some other tunes, you know, similar to its Act 1 theme, such as if you go over here, there's kind of a you know, remake of the tune, remix as one could call. And yeah, this level is just another, you know, like drilling around and using the laser power. So yeah, right about here I'm showing you another level, one of the later levels, the Asteroid Coaster. As you can see, the music themes are very appropriate. Like this one's some heavy metal, and but in the Tropical Resort it was some jazzy tune. Yeah, targeting these things. I'm gonna now over here. This level introduces one of the other kinds, one of the later wisps, the Frenzy Power, which you can break these all sorts of blocks with. Later on, in certain levels, when you have the Frenzy Power, you can actually use that and get lots of points. As you can see, I'm getting thousands of points by smashing up this level, or this area, in this act, that is. There's a red ring, pretty nice. There can be some tricky areas, you know, requiring some fast-paced thinking, like that roller coaster would fall down, but this one does not. Eventually all of these asteroid coasters fall down, by the way, so you have to jump off them at some point. And there's also different ways to go about the levels, like you could keep riding one of those asteroid coasters, or go on, or hit the enemies down there, or go up here and find some rings and jump around. Yeah, the jumping's pretty nicely done, though it's quite fast-paced. You know, just tapping buttons very quickly now. And up there I could have gotten that red ring. I'm not quite sure if I'm gonna get an S rank in this level. S ranks, I'm not sure if I told you, S ranks are the perfect rank, and the area that you're in counts them to depend, how well you how much you the completion of the game depends on how many S ranks you get. I'm not exactly sure what all the S ranks get you, but it should be good. Now, many people have insulted this game for ripping off Mario Galaxy, Super Mario Galaxy, for having this planet, and there's another planet and another asteroid coaster level. But really, it's not that bad, you know. It's I think Sonic Adventure had some planets of its own, so you can't really, insult it can't really insult this game too much now. A similar thing that this has to the Sonic Adventure games, at least the ones on the GameCube, is that you tap the A button twice to do the homing attack. As you see, I have an S rank, so I get some 3 extra lives for my wonderful job at that level, and another life. Yeah, getting lives is very easy in this game. But, it's a platforming game. Also, there's a record thing that, I think if you go on... Oh, that tells me my records. I think, over here on this satellite, if you go over to here, it tells you the leaderboards for the levels, such as this one, the top 20, these people who hacked the game and got maximum points, and these people who actually played really well. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Just, just a little something there. But of course it requires Wi-Fi. And, there's a little thing with a friend code there. Oh, by the way, look at that. There's my friend code. I don't know if that's the Wii friend code or this game's friend code, but... And then there's changing the me. And then you get to see the cutscenes there, change the settings there, the GameCube Rumble feature. You can also play this with the other controller settings, as long as there's a control stick, which makes sense because this is a 3D game. Now the cutscenes.
Let me see. Gotta connect the framostatic capacitor to the maximizing modulationizer. I wish I knew what you were saying, little guy, or gal, or whatever you are.
Oh man, that was crazy!
Oh, I was reconfiguring my handheld into a translator so I can understand this guy. Did you go somewhere?
Didn't you see? I absorbed those aliens and got powered up with, some kind of wild energy. And after a few seconds, they'd pop out of me.
I find that hard to believe.
Huh? Okay, seriously? We need to find Eggman and figure out how catching these aliens fits into whatever heinous plan he's hatching.
And wreck that plan, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much how we spend our time.
Yeah, that movie was pretty good, it was okay. Yeah, as you can tell, the only animal friend that Sonic has with him is Tails. Tails the two-tailed fox. And you can actually skip these cutscenes. Like, what? Only, what, 30? Yeah, 30.
I was an alien in need of saving, where would I be? Experience has taught me to investigate anything that glows. Huh? Experience has also taught me that the best way to solve problems is to kick robot butt.
Visitors are cautioned to avoid feeding, petting, or saving any aliens.
Excuse me, giant killer robot? You want to do this the hard way or the easy way? Somehow I knew you'd say that. Let's dance.
You know, weird thing about those cutscenes is that they're pretty much all the same. You know, there's a giant robot as the boss. The bosses actually can be rather easy, especially the one in this first world. I'm just gonna show you how to really beat it quickly. As you can see, I beat it in just about half a minute there. Perhaps I'll beat it in less than half a minute. Maybe. The trick is to just get your laser power and then go up its arm and smash it up just like that. So yeah, the bosses in this game can be really easy, especially this one. And they, when they're beaten, they spew out a whole bunch of these rings. The bosses are rather repeated, like in Planet Wisp. There's one that's similar to that one, but it's just a little tougher than that, you know. Yeah. Like you'd have to use different kinds of wisps. So yeah, there are, if you go over to as you can see on the title screen, there are 8 wisps in all, which, so they basically act as the power-ups of the game. And when you beat certain levels, you unlock the wisps in other levels. Such as, if you go over to here, no, not there. Yeah, here, there's the Frenzy power, the Frenzy Wisp, which is unlocked in the 6th world, or 6th area, the Asteroid Coaster. And also this thing takes you to a challenge mode, which takes you through all the levels. And yeah, that's basically it. You know, fighting Eggman and his evil robots with the power of the wisps. So, Sonic Colors gets a 9 out of 10, as I would rate it. If you like Sonic, and if you like fast-paced action, smashing into robots, then I suggest getting this game.